Hey guys, welcome back. This week I've got a lot of scratch building going on, so this is a little bit for the car guys and the sci-fi guys. So up first, since I've got this one on the bench, I started working on this yesterday. 49 Merc, I turned into a truck, and I'll explain all the little parts and pieces here, what I've done, what I used. That way, if anyone wants to try and replicate, please have at it. Um, so first off, this is the monogram, 49 Mercury, chop top. Up front, I use the AMT 49 Mercury lower pan here in this area. Remove the old piece, put this pan on. The back of the cab, which I'll show you everything in just a second, actually is the monogram 50 Ford truck cab. And what I did, and like I said, I'll show it to you. Just be patient. I'd split everything, chopped it, and widened the back of it. And then these little sections right here, you see, I added those to it. You can see right here where it's seamed together. And I'm working on it. Now, if I was going to redo this, there's actually a reason there's just a little over a 16th, maybe 2/16 there, not even an eighth of an inch. I mean, it's just real thin 16ths, if you want to call it that. Distance between the door gap and the bed gap, or the cab section that I put on. If I was going to redo it, I would cut it back down, but the door kind of has a little slight curve to it. I wanted a straight cut so I could put the back of the cab on and just basically cut it straight across, clean all the way around. The bed is actually the AMT 53 Ford truck bed, and this was the roll pan that comes with it. I made the little, if you want to call it a step, just to fill in the void, then added a strip to it so I could get it to lay body all the way around. The rear section here, I filled in because it was such a big gap in the fender, and it had a fender lip on it. Just didn't look right with the rest of the car. So Gary Seeds actually gave me the idea of taking the rear fender well out of the 49 Mercury and grafting it into the fender. So once all this body work is done, you won't see anything but the original opening. Tonneau cover, that's actually from the, as you know, the 59 El Camino AMT kit. The back tailgate section, I just radiused the bed and added a piece of styrene for the back. And then this section here is the AMT 56 Ford roll pan tail panel that comes with it, a little custom accessory. And I just chopped it down to fit the back. So give me just a second. I'm going to pause. You won't even notice. But I wanted to show you everything as it looks before I start taking things apart and showing you how it was put together. And give me just a second. Okay, so what I've done, like I said, I cut the body clean off, straight in the back. And then this is actually the top of the cab, as you see the seam. And then I spread it open here and took a section out here so that way it would set shorter. As you can see, the little gaps right here and here. And this is just in the rough stage. I started this yesterday, so bear with me. Give me a little moment. But that's how I did the back of the cab. I really like this part here, the detail in the cab, so I left it in. I think once the car is painted, it'll really have some good character to the back. It won't look just like you tried to just do nothing. And like I said, this, I could have easily left this section on the original body, but this was an afterthought. I was just going to run all of this around, all the way around the back. But I thought, well, you're never going to see it when the bed goes on there. So I just decided to make this piece out of styrene, shape it, glue it on, and now I just got to fill in the gap right here on both sides. But yeah, all in all, I've been wanting to do this. It's one of those ideas I had in the back of my head, and I was digging for it. I found some old photos of girlfriends and, you know, some old toy memories and such like that. But I found it, and I decided to go ahead and build this idea that I had stored in my mind for a while. Like I said, the bed, it's just, like I said, it's just a standard bed for that AMT kit. And of course, that's all I've really done to it. So yeah, just filled in some gaps, really try to make something custom here. And I don't know, I like it. It's kind of got a Hudson truck look to it. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the old Hudson trucks, but yeah, they had something similar to this, but that was not what I was going for. Just one of those ideas, you know, that I've had playing around with for a while, and I decided to just go ahead and do it. I had an extra body, so I figured I'd try that out. So with that being said, that's for you custom car guys, because I know you guys don't care too much. Some of you don't care too much for sci-fi stuff, but I did some scratch building. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was finished up with it. But now for you, the second part for you sci-fi guys. Give me just a second. Okay, so here you go. This is for the sci-fi guys. You guys that are into the Star Wars scene. This is all scratch built. You Star Wars fans know the Imperial walkers or AT-AT walkers. That's what kind of inspired this idea, was to build a, I don't know, what would you call this? The Imperial crawler, being that it's a tank base. But I did add some features to this one. As you can see, the light in the back for the engines, it flickers. And then the interior glows red out of the little face or opening there. And like I said, just scratch built, all out of styrene plastic, except for the lower section of the tank. It was a 1/32 scale tank, and of course everything else is just scratch built. Added some little details to the back. I guess you can see that. There we go. Focus in a little bit. Still playing with it as far as weathering goes, but yeah, this is like I said, this is my Imperial crawler. Something I just come up with, thinking about the AT-AT walkers, or I call them the Imperial walkers. But like I said, this is a, you know, one of my other little passions when it comes to building models, especially scratch building. I really enjoy doing the sci-fi stuff. And like I said, I know a lot of you guys that follow this channel are in it for the cars, but this is you know, scale plastic hobbies. This is what I enjoy doing. It's hobbies. It's plastic, you know, whatever I can come up with next. But it's got a lot of little weird details to it. See if I can get a little light under there. There we go. The back, all little details. So yeah, this thing's just, there's a train, by the way. Tons of work, just to give it that Star Wars feel. That most everything you see, every bit of this, top, bottom, everything except for the lower tank base, was all completely scratch built out of styrene plastic, just sheets of plastic. And then of course I added little bits and pieces here and there, greeblies, if you will, tank parts, here and there, the cannon for the top, the side guns, and then you got a little gun on the side here, and you got one in the back. Added the little section, chopped up the tank to get the door section out. Added some steps, but basically what I was trying to do here is to show this is the scale. Now this, I think these are 1/72nd scale. If he'll stand up, just to let you know how big this thing would actually be. That's it. But yeah, you won't see another one of these. So this is all scratch built from my imagination. But like I said, I know some of you guys are really into the Star Wars scene and sci-fi stuff, like the ship I built a week ago, I guess, maybe. But anyways, I wanted to show this to you and see what you thought. And like I said, the Mercury truck I'm working on now, and not sure how long that one's going to take because it's got some custom work. It's going to need some body work, so going to be a minute. But either way, wanted to show you guys what I worked on this week, and I'm a day early, but I wanted to get that Mercury out, especially because, like I said, I started on it yesterday, and I've gotten to the point now where I can start doing body work and primer. And I wanted to show you guys the work that was done. And one more time around here, so you can see what's going on. But all these little greeblies and such add just a lot of character, Sorry about the lighting. But just pieces here and there, all these little bitty shapes that you see, all these little square bits, round bits, they're all styrene plastic that I just cut, put together piece by piece by piece. I mean, there was nothing to start with except a base of a tank to give me something to mount my idea on. But either way, wanted to show this one to you, see what you guys thought, show the Mercury, see what you guys thought, and tell you guys, weekend's close. You guys be safe. Have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Later.